Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day today because if you're a PlayStation fanboy, then you definitely are not. Now, I should make it clear that I'm only talking about fanboys here and not regular PlayStation players because most PlayStation players either think this is cool or don't really care. But the fanboys, the people who just worship the ground that Sony walks on, they're very upset, okay? And they're very upset because PlayStation is basically moving the way of third party, which basically means they want to put more games on other platforms so that more people can buy and play those games, leading to increased profits. Now, it's very confusing to me why people would be upset that more people get to play games, but then again, I'm not a 50-year-old man that goes on Twitter and cries and, console wars. So it started here with this tweet by Hazador Gaming, Dragon of Dojima, I think is how you say that. According to job listing, Sony to expand PlayStation Studio titles across Steam, Epic, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. I mean, I think it's kind of a waste of time to do Epic because, a total of 3 people use it. Reporting to the Vice President, Commercial Management as Senior Director of Multiplatform and Account Management. And then he posts a link to a job boards. He then adds on, sharing a quote, "You will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Games Store for all 3 people that use it, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. This role is accountable for optimizing title profitability, ensuring cross-functional alignment, and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range commercial planning, and platform partner management." So PlayStation is going the way of third party. This pretty much confirms it. They're putting games on Nintendo, we've seen that with Lego Horizon. They're putting games on Xbox, we've seen that with Death Stranding. Marathon is coming to Xbox, and obviously they're putting tons of games on PC. And I think the reason for this is you just look at the budget to make a game nowadays, and you have to sell so many copies to break even. And locking your game down to one platform when you need so many sales is just not a good idea. You take a look at a game like SpiderMan 2, that was a big PlayStation release. SpiderMan 2 likely broke even, it says, and is now in the profitable territory, while the game had a large budget of $315 million. I wonder how many of that went to consultants. Including development and marketing, it has sold over 11 million copies. Reports suggest the game needed to sell around 7.2 million copies to reach the break-even point. So I searched for did Spider-Man 2 break even to get that, but it just goes to show, man, you need to sell 7.2 million copies of your game to break even in a case like Spider-Man 2. Do you really want to lock that game down to only one platform? They really had no other choice but to port the game to PC as well. And we may even see cases with the Nintendo Switch 2 being more powerful than the Nintendo Switch. It might be able to run games like Spider-Man 2, so we might see these games get ported to Nintendo as well. I mean, think about it. We saw Lego Horizon go to the Nintendo Switch, and that's because the Nintendo Switch could run the game. I truly believe Sony would have ported a lot more of their games to the Nintendo Switch had the Switch been powerful enough to run those games. I mean, both the Switch and PlayStation are massive in Japan, why would they not? I believe any, developer who is smart would try to get their game running on the Nintendo Switch because, given all the statistics that we have so far, and the fact that the Nintendo Switch 2 was the fastest selling console launch ever, I think smart developers are going to try to get their games on the Switch and try to optimize it for the Switch. But this concept is actually unheard of to fanboys out there because they think PlayStation should only put their games on PlayStation even if it means the game's not breaking even and making less money for the company, causing them therefore to have less money to spend making the games. So here's the part of the video where we just go ahead and get into some fanboy tweets and just take a look at these low IQ individuals. So first up we have Quinny Harley. I mean, already reading that username, I know we're about to hear some absolutely brainless shit. But Quinny Harley says, "Sony and Xbox making me wanna go PC. And I hate PC. So, if you hate PC, why would you want to go to PC? If you truly enjoy PlayStation more than PC, and games are available on PlayStation and PC, Why would you not just stick with PlayStation? I mean, nothing is changing, dude. You can still play your games that are PlayStation games. It's just now more people on other platforms might also get to play those games, whether it be on the same day that the game comes out on PlayStation, or possibly even like a timed exclusive thing where it comes out 6 months down the road. This dude's acting like his PlayStation went up in fucking smoke and stopped working. Let me just give an analogy here. Let's just say you have a road, and that road you can only go on with a car. There's no bike lane. And the mayor of whatever town you're in, they come out and they say, we're adding a bike lane to that road. This is like getting mad and saying, fuck, they're making me want to go get a bike and drive on the bike lane, and I hate bikes. Like, dude, you can still use the road, just like you can still use your fucking PlayStation. It's not hard to see why this post ended up getting 3 replies and not a single goddamn like. So, Solid here says, so just to reiterate, there will be zero need to purchase a next-gen console now. Well, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, there is no need to purchase any sort of gaming device because gaming is a luxury hobby. Like, dude, this ain't food, water, and shelter. You don't need a PlayStation or a gaming PC to survive. Now, obviously, I get what he's trying to say, but let's just be real here for a minute, dude. You're basically admitting right now that had PlayStation not artificially locked games behind the PlayStation, you wished you just bought a PC instead. And you see no value in your PlayStation without games being artificially locked to it. That's not what I'm saying, that's what you're saying. Just unknowingly. You gotta love when fanboys are so dumb that they literally dunk on themselves unknowingly. Maybe PlayStation could try to find other ways to incentivize people to come to their console, like a good price point, drop the paid online, drop the extra $10 for games, bring back cool community features that everyone loved. I don't know, there's a bunch of shit you could do. ICPixels says, PlayStation is dead. Whole slate coming to PC. What's the point of owning my PS5 anymore? I'ma just sell it in a few months and save up for a 5070 Ti or 5080. What's the point of owning your PlayStation anymore? I don't know, maybe to play your fucking games on it? But yeah, I'm not against the idea of this guy getting a really good PC build. I mean, if you want to do it, go for it, man, you'll enjoy it. But are you really telling me the only value you saw in your PlayStation was playing games that other people couldn't play? Like, that is kinda pathetic, I gotta say. Foxy Games says, had I known Sony would go multi-platform, I'd never have purchased a PS5 Pro. Sony has caused me deep emotional trauma. I mean, this definitely has to be top 10 most saddest shit I've ever read in my life. The idea of more people getting to play video games gives this guy deep emotional trauma. This is why aliens will never fucking visit us. Alright, get ready for this one. Ozzy died. Hogan died. PlayStation died. What a week. Dude, I'm so done. Imagine comparing the death of Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan to the death of PlayStation, which isn't even actually happening. You can't even make this shit up. But that's pretty much all I have for today's video. I don't really have any more fanboy tweets to go over. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike, and yeah, comment. I'm out.